another interesting theme to look for is the theme of the temple. That there's a really interesting way that you see this book end, both First and Second Kings, that one of the things that you're left with at the end of Second Samuel is David had this longing to build the temple.
Yep.
He was like, I dwell in this amazing house and God is in this tent. Which obviously God says, I dwell everywhere. I don't need a house. But he says, I love that you have that heart. You can prepare the supplies, but that's it. And so we end David's life with him preparing for the temple, passing on instructions to his son Solomon, and then he dies. And so you move into the books of First and Second Kings with this like anticipation of the temple being built. And Solomon does it.
That's right.
And it is epic and it is amazing. The temple dedication scenes in First Kings are wonderful. Solomon's prayers are amazing.
Prayer, guys, it's prayer.
It's like everything about it is glorious. So this book is starting off in this high place of humility in the king, glory in Israel,
The
wealth.
temple is wonderful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so epic that people are coming from other countries going, I heard about it. And then the Queen of Sheba famously comes and says, what I heard wasn't even half of it. What I'm seeing now and who you are in your temple and your courts and all of the things. So there's this epic beginning. And then the book of Second Kings, the very last chapter, ends with the destruction of that temple.
That's right.
And so, but even throughout the books, you're seeing this arc of this huge, amazing start to the temple and you see it destroyed. But even throughout there's just an interesting relationship with that there are times that at some point it is so bad that the law, the book of God, the word of God has been lost in the rubble or just the chaos of that is the temple. And Josiah recovers it at some point. But just to pay attention to the temple, God's people's relationship to the temple throughout these books, I think is another interesting
Which when you think temple, think the
to
dwelling
trace.
place of God. God
Right.
dwelling among his people.
His chosen dwelling place.
Yep.
And where the people would come to meet with God and be right with God and confess their sins. So it's like, that's an interesting thing to chase as well.